Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a really intense story. We're going to follow a team of investigators on a case that is, well, it's anything but ordinary. This one's going to push them to their limits, and it all kicks off with just one single, pretty chilling clue. So, where do we start? Well, it's where so many of these desperate searches begin, right? With one single lead. All the investigators know is this one sentence. That's the last place the child was seen. You hear that, and you just know the clock is ticking. The stakes could not be higher. Okay, so their first stop, it's a nightclub called Rouet. You can just picture it, right? Loud industrial music, dark corners, a real maze. And this is where they have to find Anthony, who happens to be the missing child of a very powerful prince. No pressure. And you know what? This club, it's the only lead they've got. But of course, the second they get inside, they hit a snag, a big one. It turns out Anthony isn't just Anthony. Here, inside this club, he's Carla. And Carla is a super popular, super respected drag performer. This is a game changer. It's not just a name change. It's a whole new identity, a whole new world of friends, enemies, and secrets. And, the mystery just gets deeper, like right away. They ask the doorman about Carla, and he just gives them this super blunt, really worrying answer. He tells them she didn't show up for her show tonight. Wow. I mean, for a performer who is known to be a total pro, that is a huge red flag. Something is definitely wrong. So their one lead has basically just evaporated right at the front door. What do? Well, the team has to get smart. They decide to split up and try two totally different approaches to figure out what's going on inside this chaotic place. And this is where their strategy gets really interesting. They're basically running two plays at once. You've got one investigator, Zane. He's a celebrity, and he's just going to work the crowd, use his fame, charm people, and see what whispers he can pick up. Meanwhile, another group, led by a guy named Stefan, is going for the direct approach. They're heading straight for the backstage area, trying to get to Carla's inner circle. It's like a 1-2 punch of social engineering and a direct assault. Now, how do they get past security backstage? Not with a bribe, not with a fight. No, they use something else entirely. It's a supernatural power of command. A kind of powerful mental suggestion that basically just tells the guard to open the door. And he does. Just like that, they're in the dressing room, no questions asked. But what they find backstage, it just makes things even more confusing. All the other performers, they love Carla. They're all saying the same thing. She's a total pro. She would never miss a show. And her makeup station, it's completely untouched. So everyone knows who she is, what she's like, but nobody, and I mean nobody, has a clue where she is. It's another dead end. Okay, so asking questions isn't working. The normal detective stuff has hit a wall. So the investigation is about to take a hard left turn, right into the supernatural. And it's all because one of the investigators, a guy named Matt, decides to take a huge risk. So what does he do? He sees this small personal item on Carla's empty makeup table, and he just pockets it, super quietly. It's a total gamble, right? But he's thinking, maybe the object itself knows something that the people here don't. And the second his fingers close around it, bam, he's hit with this incredibly violent psychic vision, just overwhelmed by these terrifying animal-like sounds and this one cryptic warning that cuts right through the noise about the kinds that want to hurt you. So what just happened? That ability has a name. It's called psychometry. It's basically being able to read the history of an object, the events, the emotions, just by touching it. And for the team, this absolutely terrifying vision, it's their first real clue about just how violent Carla's disappearance really was. So, while Matt is literally reeling from the psychic feedback, what's happening out on the dance floor? Well, Zane's much more conventional approach is finally paying off. All that charming and schmoozing is about to lead to something big. So how'd he do it? It was actually pretty smart. He finds a group of Carla's fans and just starts chatting them up. But here's the clever part. He doesn't ask, hey, where is she? Instead, he asks where she might go to, lay low or if she was feeling sick. And that little trick works. A fan tells him about her favorite hideout, a place called the Kennedy School. This is it, their first real physical lead. The whole team gets together and they race over to the Kennedy School, which turns out to be this huge old school that's been turned into an entertainment complex. They search the whole place, but nothing, not a trace. It's another dead end. The trail is cold, again. And just when you think it's over, that they've run out of options and hope is pretty much gone, a phone rings. And that one phone call is about to change everything. Seriously, at the lowest point, when the trail is ice cold, a phone buzzes. It's an urgent call. It's from a contact, an ally from another faction, and they have some absolutely shocking news. And the news is, wow, they found the car. The car Carla was being transported in. But here's the twist. Inside, there are two vampires, who they assume were the kidnappers, and they're just unresponsive. Down for the count. This wasn't just a kidnapping anymore. Something or someone intercepted the kidnappers. So the big question is, who? And more importantly, where in the world is Carla? So let's just piece this together. The new info paints a seriously chilling picture. The car was ambushed. The kidnappers, who were powerful vampires, by the way, were taken out. That tells you that whatever did this is even more powerful. And the biggest clue? The car was found right at a service entrance to the city's utility tunnels. The search is officially going underground. So that leaves our investigators with one final, pretty terrifying question. The night is almost over. Their search has now led them to the entrance of these dark, dangerous tunnels running under the entire city. What kind of horrors are they about to find waiting for them down there?